Hey everyone, Scooby-Doo here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we were going to take a look at the Kylo Ren Black Series lightsaber, and then I decided to add the mask to the video, so we're actually going to do a two-parter. Also too, I didn't feel like getting upset because, as you know, when I do reviews on lightsabers I generally get a little irritated. So we're going to put this one in part two. And we're going to spend most of today just talking about this mask, and we're actually going to detail it and do some weathering on it as well. So let me go ahead and get the saber out of the way, and we'll take a closer look at the mask. All right, now that we have some room, we're going to actually take a look at the helmet itself. Now this is a mask, not really a helmet, but if I call it a helmet throughout this video, just know it's actually a mask. This is actually pretty cool. I picked this up for $16.99 used out of the box. New, I think they run like $36 on Amazon. And it's also a voice changer, which actually works well. And it also has preset messages in it, and I'll just show you here.
Together, we will destroy the Resistance and the Last Jedi. Don't fight it. You know you can't. I'm immune to the light. No one will stand in our way.
Now this will actually be a cool feature once I actually put this up onto the wall. Now generally I would not look at a piece like this to go in the room. I only do the full-size helmets, and as far as full-size goes, I'm not a Kylo Ren expert, so I'm not sure if this is 1-to-1 scale. It probably isn't, but then again it's not really that small either. It does fit my head just fine. And just to show you here in the back so you can see what it looks like. It's almost like just like a half a helmet. It seems like, you know, they probably could have done a full-size one and just clipped it on. But it looks kind of like a Black Series inside. Adjustable straps. And then here there's a try me mode and an off mode, and then the on mode.
You know what I've come for.
And then it comes with this hood, which is the coolest feature on this thing. Now it does have a speaker up here on the top, which can be covered by the hood. And I think it looks great. I mean, if I was a kid, for sure I'd want to get one of these things and run around the house with it. But then again, you know, it is the plastic, so it is a little bit cheap, but then again, it's cheap to buy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be doing some dry painting on this. Give this a little bit of weathering and see if we can make it look a little bit better. And then I'm going to be putting probably like a screw in the back and then making a mounting bracket on the wall so we can actually put this up with our lightsaber. Again, if you want to see the paint detail on it, it's not great, but it's not bad either. It's just kind of in the middle. But again, this hood just, and you can kind of shape it. It does have a Velcro piece to it. So probably what I'll do as well is I might hot glue it into a certain position that I like, so it'll always have a nice look to it. So next we're going to go ahead and do the dry painting. If you're not aware of dry painting, that's just where you take some paint, you take most of it off your brush, and then you apply it to areas to kind of highlight, like we'll be highlighting all of this stuff in here. And for the dry painting, I actually go a really cheap way. I just use spray paint. And then I put it on like a piece of cardboard. Now, if you're younger and you want to do this, always get permission from your parents to do it. And you also don't really want to do it inside. Now, we're going to be doing the painting inside, but I'm going to take this outside really quick, pause the camera, and I'm going to just spray like a pool of paint, the silver and the black, on this cardboard, bring it back in, and then we'll start on the dry painting. So give me just a minute so I can take this outside. Again, you don't want to spray inside. You always want to spray paint in a well ventilated area, and I know in some of my other videos I've actually spray painted in here. As far as doing this part goes, it's really best just to take it outside for a second, get your paint, and bring it back in. So that's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to pause the camera and we will be right back. All right, so you can see here I did two little pools of paint. And we're going to start with the silver. I'm just using these cheap brushes I get at the 99-cent store, and I also get them at Walmart. And so I'm going to get a little bit of the silver. And we're going to start probably right here in this section. And we're just going to kind of highlight it's almost going to look like there's scratches, and hopefully this will start coming out on the camera. So when people do the dry painting, again, it's just a highlight. Areas to give them more depth. And this is a very simple process to do. You just want to like lightly put the paint on. Now, on all the stuff that I normally do, I say it's really easy, and it is really easy. I have absolutely no experience at doing this stuff. I just practice. It's more just how artistic you can be with it. That might be a little bit harder to do. But as far as the techniques go and stuff, it's your project, so you can do it however you want. And I don't have to just do it in the areas where there was damage. I can come here on this edge, if you can see here. And this is just going to highlight it. Now this is going to take a little while, probably about 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes. So I don't want to have all of this on the camera. Come over here. And you can see I'm just lightly, see if I can. Now I might come back here and cover this up with a little bit of black if I feel like there's too much of it, because you don't want to put too much. You just want to have it to where it looks like it's metal and it got scratched. I'm going to show you right there on the edge. Hopefully that's coming out. See, like right here, I don't like how that looks right there. I think that's too deep. So I'm either going to just, let me see. Probably just scratch some of that off just a little bit, and it's actually going to then make it look more like a scratch. All right. So we're going to work on this, and well, actually, you know what? I want to do a little bit of the black too. Again, just practice with the weathering. Check out some of my other videos. I know we had some scratches up here on the metal part. Actually, I don't like how that part's coming out. You get a little bit less paint on there, because we want it to look like there's scratch marks. We don't want full strokes. See how that's doing a full stroke? Just wipe that off. All right. Still got too much paint on there. You can always get less paint, so always make sure there's not that much paint on your brush. And for some reason, if you do, there we go, that's better. Again, probably on the video, it's like, I really don't see anything. Well, just wait till I'm finished. Again, you can already starting to see the detail on the front of his helmet, and we're going to make this look like it's metal. Okay, so I'm going to continue working on this, and then when I'm finished, guess I'll probably show you how I'm going to mount this onto the wall itself. All right, and get back to work.
That weapon is mine. I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Bet you have. All right. I'm gonna pause the camera.
Scavenger.
Alright, so I finished the painting. I really like how this came out around here on the edges. It really does make it look more like metal instead of plastic. Again, a $16.99 helmet. I mean, retail $36. I don't think you can go wrong with it. And also, too, it's a great item just for kids to play with. And again, it does fit my head. And I actually thought the voice changer sounded pretty good. So the next thing to do is to mount it. And all I did with that is if you can see, there's these screws that are already in place. I took out the small one that was right here, and I just put a longer one in. So I didn't really do any other modifications. I just took out the small screw and put in a long one. And then we're going to go ahead and attach that to a keyhole hook, which we're going to go ahead and grab this and go into the other room. So I hope the camera isn't too whatever. So you can see it here. I actually drilled in a couple different places, so I got to repaint that. But this is just going to hook. Where's it at? This is just going to hook right in there. Let's see. There we go. And we'll put this over. I'm gonna, on my second video, I'll actually show you this completed as far as how I'm gonna do the hood and everything. This video is starting to get kind of long. Come on, just do that for now. Okay. Couldn't see any of that. Make sure that's straight. Yes. All right, so you see, let's go ahead and flip on the saber. And there we go, Kylo Ren helmet. I probably would have liked it more maybe if I put it here on the side, but as you can see, I don't have enough space. And then for further distance, looks really cool. We'll flip off the lights real quick. Again, I think it came out really cool, really cheap and inexpensive. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess with this cape so it's covered up so you can't see that it's not a full helmet. But you can just look at that. I mean, that looks metal. At least, whoop! Excuse me, I still got this on the tripod thing. And then you can still always here on the side.
Don't fight it. You know you can't. I'm immune to the light.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I'm really stoked about this one. I really love it when I can do like a $16, $17 item. And just, that looks phenomenal. It really does. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Look for the next video when we do the review on the lightsabers. And we're also going to take a look at our Darth Maul lightsabers over there as well. Okay, so hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and I shall talk to you guys later. Man, that looks cool.